Welcome to Around the Bases, the pop culture and sports podcast with your host,
Charlie Seymour.
and I'm Tim Sternberg. Hit it, Nick. All right, welcome back. First of all, I want to say, hey, how you doing, buddy?
Great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. It's fun. I had such an awesome time last week with Sam. The dude is brilliant as anything. Like I just want him.
I told you, it's freakish.
It's like he's gonna be our go-to, like everything. Like,
You'll laugh. One of our mutual friends was listening, and out of the blue texted about how quick Sam got it without any clues. I was like, "Yep, that's what he does."
I'm
That's
like,
what he
here
does.
I am. All right, mind you, I'm 29 years old when I'm on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, but I'm like excruciating over this question, and here comes this dude, like, oh, the Philippines. And didn't even need the choices. It's unbelievable.
And then told you what better false choices would have been versus the other ones that they gave,
So
which
yeah,
was
here
hysterical.
I'm watching it back while I'm editing the show. Believe it or not, we do edit the show a little bit. Um, and I'm watching him go. I'm reading the choices. They're like, yeah. I'm like, oh my god, it's the worst. He is smart.
He's the ultimate. He's the ultimate phone a friend.
He is. He's the ultimate like bar trivia guy for sure. Definitely the next time I come to Chicago, we're gonna have to hang out and do
Yeah, well, we're gonna bring him in. We're gonna make a team of ringers.
Absolutely.
Some bars don't know what's gonna hit them.
Let's win that $50 tab.
$50 gift card. Yeah, exactly.
We almost thought we had it in Atlanta, right? And
we did well. We did well.
All right. We did. Our group was good.
I think people were cheating, and
I think too.
Not.
I thought that too. I was like looking around the tables and people like had their phones and so I'm like,
yeah.
We were so involved in just hanging out with each other that we didn't care.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, it was absolutely. So yeah, I'm excited. We didn't really talk last week too much about the news that was kind of coming out. And I'm excited. I was surprised. I don't know about you that they released the cast of Traitors 3 while they're filming the season, which is I've never heard of a reality show do that. That was odd.
Yeah.
I think they wanted to get away ahead of the curve.
I also think that a lot of the rumor sites were starting to put out a lot of names and they wanted to squash a lot of the false names.
You know what? One name I was really surprised that didn't make the list that I heard rumblings about. Johnny Banana's buddy from the challenge. You know who I'm talking about.
Josh?
Who? No,
Josh.
Not Josh. You're funny.
Josh. Yeah. Okay, good. You had me scared there for a moment.
No. If Josh doesn't do another reality show ever again, I'll be very happy. You know this. Wes Bergman, Johnny Banana's friend, did not get picked. And I saw his name, I don't know if you did, on a lot of the sites that were kind of rumoring about the cast. And I was surprised. There's not one challenge player on this season's cast of the Traitors, which is surprising considering how well Trishnell and CT did at the end of Traitors season 2.
Yeah, no, that was surprising. There are there's a lot of universes for them to pick from.
Yeah.
But it does seem that, a few of them got like 3 or 4. Like there's 3 or 4 people from Survivor. There's a few people from the Real Housewives.
Big Brother has a couple. It's an interesting cast. It's the strangest reaction I had. I don't know about you. I was half really thrilled and half like, what?
Yeah, there were definitely some interesting choices.
We'll go through some of those. I'll start with an interesting choice. Bob Harper, who is the trainer for The Biggest Loser. I haven't seen him on TV in a while, and I wouldn't say no or nay, or it's going to be interesting to me how he works the competition show.
He's one that I got to admit I'm not too familiar with.
Yeah, I was a well, as you
I
could
know
tell,
you
I'm
explained
a
to me he
big
originally was a trainer and then now he kind of like hosts it,
yeah. Yeah, he did host it. The show
or
hasn't
he
been on in
did.
a couple of years. He famously had a heart attack, unfortunately, a couple of years ago, which people were like, "How did a trainer have a heart attack?" So he's been in the news. I think he's an affable guy. I'm kind of interested to see how he mixes in. He might surprise us. You never know. He's never been in a reality show that really had him as a contestant. It's different when you're a host, so it's going to be it's like almost like Jeff Probst playing Traitors. It's weird. How would he do that? So it's interesting. We'll see how that works out. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah,
Um,
there are some other interesting ones as well.
you want to bring up one?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
okay. So I know that they always like to try to have like a little bit of a different one. They had Deontay Wilder, the boxer, on one time. So this year's one, they have a wrestler.
Yes. I love her. Nikki Bella. Nikki
Yes,
Bella. She was on Total Bellas, which is a reality show. She dated John Cena. I know that. Do you know? Are you familiar with Nikki?
I am. Yeah, not a ton, but I know her obviously.
She's a gamer. She's very
Yeah. Oh,
competitive.
I'm sure she's going to be good too.
Yeah, I'm excited about her. I think she's going to be interesting.
But they also
Uh,
had Dylan Efron, Zach's brother.
what
Like
is
we're like
that,
what?
dude?
Yeah, like
And they also have Britney Spears' ex in the
yes.
cast. What?
And
I
that was
um, I was surprised honestly when I saw his
that's the
name.
actor. That's the actor. Okay, yes. Britney Spears' ex also is an actor who's
Yes,
been
he
in a
is.
couple shows that I've seen.
Yes, he is.
Yeah,
Um,
okay. Yeah, that's also kind of a very random one.
Yeah, Sam Asghari is his name. He's a model and dancer. Asghari has appeared on Black Monday,
Black Monday I saw.
Hacks, and the Family
And he's in the
Business.
new Paramount Plus show with Zoe Saldana and Nicole Kidman and Morgan Friedman. He
So
Special Ops.
I'm not, actors. I don't know. I mean, you don't know that side of them. I mean, acting is a craft, but you're playing a character. So how will they play themselves is interesting to me.
See, I kind of feel that there's so many, as we mentioned, like groups. Like you've got four Real Housewives, you even got a few Bachelor people, a few Survivor, a few Big Brother. I feel like the solo people could kind of quickly find themselves on the short end of some numbers. And
I think so too. Could we talk about one of them really in particular that is
please,
amusing to me? Lord Ivar Mountbatten.
British Royal.
He's a British royal. He's related to King Charles.
With after how
He
popular the former British Parliament guy was, it seems like they got to keep one.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he
I
was
did not think I'd like him originally, and I ended up
John. You're
like
talking about
John. I'm
John.
talking about
Yeah.
John. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. He was entertaining. I found his quips. He would always have the saying to something, and it was actually very entertaining. So yeah, Lord, so our listeners know this, Lord Mountain Baron is part of the British monarchy's extended family as the second cousin of King Charles III and the first to be an openly gay relationship. In 2018, he married his partner James Coyle. Well, that I love that. I mean, we'll see how he works. I mean, how that goes. Yeah, I'm interested. I think he'll fill in the John part very well. And we'll see how long that John didn't. I mean, John lasted a pretty good, decent amount.
Yeah, he did pretty well,
Season
and
two, yeah, he did.
and he made arguably one of the biggest decisions the week that he spared Peter, which helped
Yes,
them fish out another traitor. So
Peter was great on
yeah, he
on
was.
season two.
And there's a
I
couple more people from that
Bachelor.
universe. Wells, who is very
He was
popular.
he's hosting now Bachelor in Paradise. He was a contestant. He's married
Sarah
to
Hyland.
Sarah Hyland from Modern Family. So that's interesting, I think.
Yeah. And
That
there's also some pretty good Survivor people as a Survivor fan.
we were gonna address that right in
Yeah.
its own category. So let's go into that. Your favorite from our discussions, Jeremy Collins.
He was one that I was really hoping the rumors were going to be true. I really like him.
He was on Survivor San Juan del Sur. I don't, I have not followed Survivor during this period of time. So I
He's a
hear
beast.
though that he's a fan favorite. People love him.
He's a
He's a
challenge beast.
competition beast.
Yeah.
Should be interesting. How's the social game?
Good. He's liked, he understands what he's doing, and I could see him being like, let's say the Real Housewives or the Bravo in general get numbers. I could see
Mhm.
him being a big early target.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Wendell on the goat and how kind of he was. We'll talk about that in a minute. How he was targeted.
Yep.
Do you think like so someone like here? I was surprised at some of the people from Survivor that maybe didn't make it on the show. Like so, Carolyn Weiger made it on, and Carolyn, of course, was really great friends with the young man who built things. I forgot his name. I didn't watch the season, but you know who I'm talking about. The
Yeah,
young
he built the puzzles. Yeah.
right, built the puzzles. I was surprised he didn't make it on the show. But Carolyn is she a fan favorite too? I guess
So to answer your question first,
the Survivor
a lot of a
44. I
lot of
think.
people, yeah, a lot of people seem to think that, or I don't know if this is true or not, but he was accused of stealing some of those puzzle
Oh
ideas
boy,
and beating them to market. And so I think that they just maybe didn't want to touch that a
lay
lot of
off the
people,
press.
yeah, if you look at some of the comments on some of those posts, there people seem to call him out for that kind of stuff, but
Got it.
I don't know
So
that I don't
so
know the
his
details.
fuse kind of deflated a little bit. You would
Yeah.
say because he was pretty popular.
I gotta say, Tony will be liked. He's the guy that I explained to you. I
I
sent you
know
the
Tony.
video. Yeah, he made the Spy Shack.
I
What
know
a great
Tony.
Survivor moment.
He is he is a trickster. Like he plays. He's a
He's
game
gonna
player.
he's perfect for
He's a
this
little
game.
shady. Yes, he's shady. He's a game player. I did see so I won. I won. I won. I watched Winners at War a little bit. He won Survivor's Winners at War, didn't he? Or
I believe so.
yeah. So he's a good player. I Winners at War was the only season in the span that I kind of watched in blips and blots. And I from what I watched of him, I didn't like him because of that. Sometimes I don't like a player even though the player is really good, if that makes any sense. Kind of so I'm interested to see how Tony kind of works off of like a Danielle Reyes or like a Brittany Haynes and kind of with the Big Brother players and
Will
how that kind
CBS
of
combo? Will they try to team up Survivor
I
and
don't
Big Brother?
know. And they keep saying like CBS or you could say though that Boston Rob is from NBC too because he was just on Dondi,
Yeah, but
Philadelphia
we know
Island.
he's Survivor forever.
Yeah, he's Survivor forever.
He
I was
is
watching,
Survivor.
I was listening to Rob has a podcast, and they were talking about the cast of Traitors 3, and they put Rob's picture up, and they literally put 5 different pictures of Rob from 5 different incarnations of Rob. It was hilarious because Rob has been on Survivor multiple times. He's been on The Amazing Race with Amber. He's been on Dondi. The only show really in the CBS universe he hasn't been on. Well, he wasn't on Challenge, I don't think, but he hasn't been on Big Brother. I assume that'll be in the future at some point.
Maybe he'll be on Celebrity Big Brother.
Maybe. But I'm really excited to see Rob. I think Rob, this is his biggest even playing field that he's going to have and a chance to do well. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't make him a traitor. I think that's
He's too
possible.
obvious.
Too
Yeah.
obvious. Yeah, quite possibly. I do think, if I'm going to make a prediction, I do think that they're going to make one of the Big Brother ladies traitor, either Brittany or Danielle.
I could see that for sure.
I think that would be interesting. I love both of them, by the way. They were both on Reindeer Games last year. They both had a falling out, if you recall, on Reindeer Games. You remember that Brittany chose Danielle to go on that hamster wheel, and Danielle left the show. Danielle was not too happy with Brittany on that decision. So that'll be kind of see if they kind of came
I
back
thought that was
together.
the other Brittany that was on Reindeer Games.
No, this one. This Brittany Haynes. They were
Okay.
both on Reindeer Games. So it games together. So it's gonna be interesting to see how that Reindeer Games drama Who would have ever thought that we'd be talking about Rain Gear Games drama on Traitors season 3? It's crazy, this universe of reality shows. But yeah,
And there's also we also have to mention Tom Sandoval.
we have to mention Tom. Listen, Tom Sandoval. You know what I know about, because I did not watch Vanderpump. But what I do know is that Tom was with somebody for like 9 years allegedly and cheated on them, and he is not a well liked person in the universe right now. So that'll be interesting to see how Tom kind of mixes it up with everybody. I don't know. We'll see. I think he's good for drama for the shows. I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't make him a traitor. The traitor is a traitor, so we'll see how that works. Um, what do you think, Bob the drag queen? I'm real excited to see. Also, I love that mix and that drama. And from what I understand, Bob the drag. I'm not a fan. I don't watch RuPaul's Drag Race. It's a great show, but I just haven't watched it. He won the 8th season of RuPaul's Drag Race and has gone on to host HBO's show We're Here. So I'm interested. I don't know a lot about him, but that'll be interesting. Um,
And then there's a handful of housewives as well.
Housewives. Let's talk about those. So, my mom is a Housewives fan. I mentioned some of them, and my mom's like, "Ooh, she's a bitch." Like, just immediately, like, I don't like her. So
There's
not in any
Dubai, New
order.
Jersey,
And my
New
mom loves
York
Dubai.
City.
Chanel Ion is a character, from what I understand. You have Krishnell Strauss. I do remember Krishnell from Days of Our Lives. She was on Days of Our Lives. She is more famous for selling Sunset. A lot of
And
Bravo
Dancing with
people.
the Stars.
Dancing with the Stars, yes. You have Sierra Miller from Summer House that you mentioned with Franklin a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah,
Um,
she was rumored and was a correct
yeah,
rumor.
Dolores from New Jersey. And then you have Dorinda from New York, who I know is a whole bunch of drama from what I understand. And I just, again, Dylan Efron. What?
Dylan Efron. Yeah.
What? Apparently, okay. Maybe, maybe Zach is calling in a favor and saying, hey, what can you do for my brother? Can you get him on the show? And maybe that's what's going on. Who knows? Allegedly.
Yeah, it's
I'm
good. Should be a good
excited.
one.
But
It should be a
we
good
have,
one.
dude, we have like freaking like not until next year probably that the show's gonna be on. We're gonna be like
You
wondering,
think it'll be that long?
ah,
I think it's gonna. I think they're trying to
maybe
get
in
it
the
in at
fall.
the end of the. Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
think. I think fall.
So let's and I guess that will help the impact that these selections might have on Survivor 50. CBS did announce this week, I don't know if you saw it, that Survivor 50 is going to be a year-long celebration. So they're going to take the whole year to celebrate Survivor 50
So it's gonna be
episodes. I
twice as
want to
long.
say 50 years of Survivor. I'm Survivor did not start when I was a kid, when I was a baby. But yeah, 50 year 50. See, I was going to do it. Yeah, so it's going to be a year-long celebration. So probably what I'm
So
thinking is there's
they're gonna be on the island for 360 days.
that's funny. I think there might be in Survivor 49, there might be elements of the celebration kind of precursoring. That should be interesting how that works. Maybe Survivor 49 will be like a test ground to see who can get on 50. That's an interesting concept. And if that happens, you heard it here on a rounded basis first.
That's a pretty good prediction. I like that.
There you go. I'm always throwing stuff out there.
See
Being
what
creative
sticks.
side. We'll see what goes on. I'm excited. I think, if he wants to do the show, Boston Rob is an absolute shoe-in for 50. I heard that Amber does not want to do Survivor again. So if anybody, I would think Boston Rob, and they're going, if again, I don't get paid by this podcast, but Rob has a podcast is going every weekday. They're taking each season of Survivor and going through it to see which players they think would be on the show. They're up to tomorrow's episode, I believe, is Vanuatu. They just did All Stars today, so they were kind of moving down. And that was the period of time that I was a
Who'd they
big
pick?
Survivor
Who'd they
fan.
pick from today's?
All Stars, of course, they're talking about Rob Sistorino. They would like to see. They have a pin on it for Boston Rob. Who else did they mention?
Did they
Uh,
mention Tyson?
No, this is the first All Stars. So this isn't
Oh,
when
okay,
Tyson was
okay.
on yet. Tyson, I think, was first on Blood versus Water. I think I don't know. But they haven't gotten to Tyson yet. But Tyson, absolutely. I mean, why? If you cannot have Survivor, in my opinion, without Tyson, like a
Yeah,
reunion like that, without Tyson. I mean, I think he's as guaranteed as anybody in the new era, especially.
I like to hear that.
Tyson's a beast. I mean,
He's
I'm
a
watching
great
him on
player.
a challenge, and he takes nothing for granted. Like he just goes for it, like at first. He is the kind of, yeah, I can't see him not being. I'd be interested to see how he kind of goes against Austin Rob. I don't know if he's done that before, but that should be interesting. I like to see an old school, new school kind of thing. I would really like to see some older players like Sue Hawk, and I'd like to see that. We'll see if she kind of wants to do that. Tina Weston was interviewed the other day. Tina was a winner of Survivor Australia in Outback, which is season 2, and she said that she would love to do it, and she's like in her 60s, so God bless.
Wow. Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
cool.
that would be really cool. So I'm excited for that you got me back into Survivor. Thank you for that.
You might have to watch before Traitors comes out. Maybe you'll have to watch one of these guys' seasons if you hadn't seen
I
it yet.
think so. I really do.
At
I think
least
I need to.
Jeremy's.
I do. I want to see. I want to
Really,
see
you
what
know
all the.
how I know they're all on Paramount, but you know how Netflix usually carries like two at a time? For some reason, I feel like they had his on at some point. Either it's just got switched out or it's still there, maybe.
I believe that. Can we just say real quick? I'm gonna do a baseball brag. We beat the Marlins 10-4 today. Yeah.
Hey, they've been playing pretty good again. You guys have been winning.
We'll see. You know, I
You're
mean, Steve
creeping up.
Cohen.
You never
They
know.
they had the London series where they split with the Phillies, and Steve Cohen was interviewed, and he said that we'll see. It's 10 weeks down the road. You don't know what's going to happen, and I get what he's saying. I think sometimes he annoys fans because he tends to be too overly optimistic and not realistic.
Hey,
But we'll
well, it's
see.
June 13th right now,
It
and
is.
we're sitting, and the Mets are only two back in the loss column of the final playoff spot. That's nothing. And there's 90 something games left. The Mets have more with the London
I love the
travel
way
and
your
stuff.
voice gets really high when you're like really trying
There's a
to
lot of
put a
games left.
point
Come
in. Yeah,
on.
yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right, bro. I know. We'll see how the
You
Cubbies
never
doing.
know.
How the
They
Cubbies
won
doing?
tonight. They won tonight.
Good.
They had a big late Bellinger
They
hit a
lost
2 out
yesterday, right? I
on a
think.
walk-off homer
Yeah.
by my
I
by my
saw that.
guy.
I
I
saw
couldn't be
that.
mad. I couldn't be mad. That was Brandon Lau's my guy.
Yeah. I know they played the Rays, and oh man, I
It's
know.
a situation where I'm hoping the Cubs take 2 out of 3, but I just didn't want any team to sweep. So it's 1-1. So can't really be too
And
upset.
next week at Wrigley
After
Field,
tomorrow, the Cubs have 9 straight at Wrigley. So
including a series
hopefully
against
things
the
are starting to
Mets.
flip around. Yep, big
Interesting.
series. That could be a big weekend series for both teams.
Yep.
If either team beats up on the other, it could be bad for the other team. So hopefully that's another 2 out of 3 for
So
somebody.
one of us will be happy and one of us will not.
Yeah, exactly.
Them the breaks. Them the breaks. I have a game for Charlie. So I have a number of baseball cards. They're gonna go through the motions and try to guess the You're not gonna guess the card because it's gonna be impossible, but I'll tell you the type of card it is, and they're all tops cards, I think. Yeah,
What era
tops
are we
cards.
talking here? Is it
Uh,
spread?
so here's the deal. The cards are pretty recent, but the players might not be, and I'll give you
Okay,
some hints.
so they're
Um,
they're throwbacks.
and they're not all Mets,
Okay,
and there's no Marty McFly's.
no Marty McFlies. All right, I had it locked and loaded.
um, I will give you a clue before we start each one, so we're not totally. I'll tell you the league that they're playing, and then we can go from there. And then you can kind of ask like 20 questions, yes or no, and I'll kind of guide you there in
Okay,
your guess. All right.
I'm in.
So the first card is representative of a player that's in the in the American League.
Okay,
Oh wait, no, what? Sorry, they're currently in the National League.
current
That was a
player in
big
the
hint.
NL.
That was a big hint.
And he's kind of
Woo!
gone back and forth, so he's been an AL guy, but now
Currently in NL, so he's current. He's a current player
he's
in the National.
current,
That you're
but
not going to get all those clues.
the fact that you said that leads me to believe that he played in the AL for a number of years.
Yes.
Okay, so we're talking a veteran who's recent to the NL, in the AL a lot of years. And this player probably is not a Met, correct? We're not
Correct.
starting with a Met.
Not
That'd
a
be
Met.
that'd be
That would
that'd be
be really
that'd be
bad of
too
me.
much. And then knowing you, it's not going to be. You're not going to start with one of your rivals. So I'm just going to go out and throw the whole division out right away. Boom, like that,
Okay.
right? So
I
far,
like
so
this
good.
thought
You like this thought
process. All
process? Okay.
right. Yes. Our
I
listeners are
think
engaged,
I
I
think I have an
think.
idea on who it might be already.
Okay. Who would it be?
Could it be Shohei?
You're good.
First guess?
You're
Let's
good.
go.
This is rookie
Let's
card.
go.
Bowman.
Let's
Bowman
go.
rookie card. There's Shohei
Angels
Otani.
forever and recent
Angels.
Dodger.
This is of course shout out to our friend Nicholas Pepin, who is a big Angels fan. Yes, Angels. All right.
Love
Good
me some
job.
Shohei. He's
Good
off to
job.
he's having a great year.
Okay, the next is an American leaguer.
Okay, current American leaguer.
Current, yes.
Okay, current American leaguer.
Taking something out of a package here.
Okay, current American leaguer.
Mm-hmm.
And
Want me to tell you when his rookie year was?
yeah, sure. Tell me when his rookie year was.
Oh crap! If I can remember it, that would be great. Um, his rookie year, I believe. I'm doing this out of my head.
Ballpark it, yeah.
21.
21. So he's a young pup.
Yeah,
Okay, so we're talking this is his fourth season in the majors.
I think it might have been 22. I'm gonna look it up right
It's
now.
it's it's a low number. Okay.
Yes,
And let's see. You're probably not
yes,
again
22 is a rookie.
22, he's
22.
a
Yeah,
rookie. Okay.
22.
So this is third
American
year.
League rookie in 22. That's a pretty decent hint.
Is this player did this player win rookie of the year?
I believe he did.
Is it Adley?
No.
It's not 22. Is it J-Rod? J-Rod. Okay.
First Bowman. Good job. Good job. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. All right. I'm going to take a trip back in time.
Okay,
This
so
is a
this is a throwback
veteran,
player, new card.
not currently playing.
Correct.
This is a player who played in the National League.
Okay. Are we
Only the
starting to
National League.
only the National League?
Only the National League.
Okay. Are we starting to get
And they
into Mets
only play.
territory?
I will help you out. They only played for one team. One team.
One team. The whole
I wanted
career,
to
one
say
team.
something else, but I didn't. So I'm proud
Okay.
of myself.
One team their whole career.
Yes. You
And
can ask me any
it's
question you
probably
want.
not a Met.
It's not a Met.
And it's also again probably not one of the rivals. Because you're not gonna show off a card of your rivals here. Well, I don't think you would.
You don't think I would?
No.
Mm.
Okay, so we're narrowed it down to two divisions again.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a pretty good idea of a few teams you wouldn't also pick.
Okay.
So I've got a, I got a,
You want to
oh,
ask a question? Like when did they last play?
NL West. It's an NL West player, right?
That's correct. It is an
Okay,
NL.
okay. I feel like I'm
It's
Andy
well,
right here.
it's hmm, I don't want to give you false information, but I don't want to give it away either.
Okay, 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 okay.
Um, it the team is in the NL West. Yes, right now. Uh, the team is
Okay.
currently in the NL West.
Yep.
Let's just say that.
Yep.
So you got to narrow it down to two teams, basically. I'm sure.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what player it would be.
Mm.
Um. Hmm. It's
I'll give you another hint. It's not the player behind me. It's Willie Mays. It's not Willie
okay.
Mays.
Is it Stargell?
I'm gonna give you some.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I misspoke. I meant to say McCovey.
This player started playing. This is gonna give. You should get it on this. This player started playing in 1947.
1947.
Um, From June 14th to July 4th, he logged a knock in a career best 21 straight contests, adding 12 walks and 5 steals during the torrid stretch. This player is well regarded in baseball history.
Oh, okay. So
What's
it's
one of your
because
favorite
it yes,
movies?
I know what it is now. But I was okay, you had me
That's
I was thinking they were on the actual team in the NL West, not the
I
Brooklyn
know, and I
Dodgers.
didn't want to give
See
that. I know. That's why I
that
said the
clue
team.
was
I'm
it's
sorry,
Jackie. It's
buddy.
legend Jackie.
I'm sorry.
That's
You know,
okay.
if I said
I
this, that look
I
at
see
this.
I kind of got what you were trying to do there.
That's a piece of his uniform on a card. How
That is
awesome is
amazing.
that?
That is pretty amazing.
That's one of my favorite cards right there. Jackie Robinson, 4 of 5. It's a Panini, and this is not a tops card, a Panini Immaculate card, but yeah, this is one of my favorite cards. All right. I'm sorry about that. So
No,
we'll erase.
that was a good
That
team. That was a
is
good trick one because when you said now in the NL West, I was thinking it had to be a current San Francisco Giant
we
or
got
like a Padre or a Dodger.
3 more. Your breakdown was good. You're good. You're good. You're good. My clues are not the greatest, so I apologize.
No,
All right.
no, no.
All right. So this is a current player,
Okay.
also in
Current
the
player.
National League.
Okay. Current National League player. Are we touching on the Mets now?
No.
Still we're okay. You were still so mad at them that we're not showing off any Mets cards tonight. Got it.
No, there will be a Met card. So one of the
Okay.
last two will be a Met card. So that's your
Okay.
biggest clue that you
Okay.
will have.
So then you're probably still, if you're not going to show a Met here, you're probably still not going to stick in your own division.
I'm not saying a word.
So
You can ask questions if you
this one's
want.
probably for me. So is this one's probably a Cub? Is this one a
No.
Cub? No, it's not a Cub. Okay, okay.
Nope.
Do they play in the same division as the Cubs?
No.
Okay, so back to the West again.
Nope.
Okay, so you are going to a rival of the Mets.
I
Okay,
am.
rival of the Mets, current player. Did
This
this
one you said
player
I wouldn't
used to
do.
play for a team that I loved?
No, this player
Okay,
has
so it's
only
not
played.
Schwarber.
This player has only played for one team.
Only played for one team.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And they're relatively speaking young on the younger side.
Yeah, the rookie year was in the past 10 years.
Okay.
Maybe a little sooner.
Maybe a little sooner. Okay.
I
Only
could tell
played
you
for
their
one
exact
team.
rookie year, but that kind of gives it away. So
Okay, so they've only played for one team. It's not
the rookie year was between I'll do between 15 and 20.
between 15 and 20. Okay. This is interesting.
I could tell you their position.
Could it be Acuna?
Boom. Boom. There it is. Acuna Chrome rookie card. Yes. Nice job. All right. 2 left. I hope our listeners are engaged and
Okay, so
all right.
one of the two is the Mets. Let's do the Mets one.
Yes.
Let's do the Mets one.
This is a Mets player. I'll do the Mets one.
Is it a current Mets player?
No.
Okay. Did this player recently have a ceremony in their honor?
No.
Okay, so it's not Daryl. Is it? And it's not over the person over your shoulder.
No. He is not over my shoulder at all.
Okay. Did this person ever have a piece of a bat shatter back at a pitcher in the Subway Series and get it thrown back at him?
I don't know.
It's not Mike Piazza.
No, it's not Piazza. Why don't I don't
Oh,
recall.
that's one of the best. That's Roger Clemens. Clemens shatters his
That's
bat. The
right.
bat
I
rolls towards
forgot
him, and then
about
he
that.
throws it back at him.
I was like looking at you like, what? It was Clemens was pitching for the Yankees. I
Yep.
do remember that.
Subway
Yes.
Series.
Oh God. Yeah, no, it's not Piazza.
Okay, so it's
I
not
love
Piazza.
Piazza. I have plenty of nice Piazza cards, but it's not Piazza.
Okay.
This player was not a catcher.
And this player is retired.
Yes.
Has this player appeared on Seinfeld?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of. It's not Keith Hernandez.
Okay. And it's not Tom, and it's not Daryl, and it's not Piazza. Was this player a favorite of yours when you were watching the Mets?
He came later.
Is it a pitcher?
He came later. No.
Okay, not a pitcher. Came later.
Uh-huh. He was just in London with the team, hanging out. I don't know if you know who was in London with the team hanging out.
Oh, okay. So, okay. It's a hitter, retired.
Mm-hmm. He was a third baseman.
Third baseman. Okay. Oh, I know who it is. It's David Wright.
Boom. Bat barrel autograph.
I should have got
David
that one
Wright.
quicker.
That's pretty good. I'll edit it. Don't worry. You'll see my face.
Nah.
I'm kidding. All right. So that last one's a little tricky. So I'm gonna give you a little heads up on the last one a little bit.
Okay.
It's a dual autograph card. So there are two players on the card.
Dual autograph.
At the time this card was made, they both played on the same team.
Okay.
They no longer play on the same team.
But they're both still active.
Yes.
Okay, I like this. Okay.
One player on this card currently plays in the National League, and one player on this card currently plays in the American League.
Okay. But they were teammates at the time.
Yes.
Okay. Does this tie into my favorite team?
No.
Okay, good.
On an outside way it does, but not really, and I'll explain that after.
Okay, so it's not like, say,
This,
NL Chris Bryant, AL Anthony Rizzo.
No, one of these players does play with a player that was on your favorite team.
Got it. Okay.
That's a nice hint.
But they're in opposite leagues now.
Yes.
Okay. Is the American League? They're both star players, I would assume, or on the star spectrum. Okay.
Oh, definitely. They're both probably eventually Hall of Famers, maybe. There's one that's kind of questionable.
Okay. And they were teammates before. What year were they teammates? Or what year is the card?
17.
17. Okay.
Yes.
So 2017 teammates.
One of the players,
and they're both on new teams. One
Yeah.
didn't stay and only one left.
Yes.
Okay.
And one player at some point was a Met.
One of the players at some point was a Met.
Yes.
But they're not currently a Met.
I'll give you one more hint.
Give me one more.
The team that both of them played on at the time was in the National League East.
Okay.
But it wasn't the Mets. And this team also during this period of time may have won the World Series at some point, but not necessarily with these players on that team or one of those players on the team.
Okay. So I've got narrowed down to probably two teams. Now I'm trying to think of the teammates and then one going and one go. Okay.
They're very different positions that they play.
Yeah. Both hitters?
No.
One's both pitchers or split?
Split.
Okay.
One more
this is a
hint.
hard, yeah, this is
All
a
right.
hard one.
The hitter is currently on a National League team, and the pitcher is currently on an American League team.
Okay.
The pitcher is the player that used to play for the Mets.
Okay.
That helps. That's gonna get the wheels. I know that's gonna get the
Okay,
wheels
I've got,
going.
yeah, the wheels are going.
That
Now I
player
gotta
that used
figure
to play
out
for
who
the
were
Mets
teammates.
pissed me off. Now, mind you, these are two autographs on a card. It's one of my favorite cards. It's numbered to 10. Um, it's from
But this player pissed you off, but it's one of your favorite cards.
it's because it's a cool ass card. Yeah.
Okay, okay.
But the player did piss me off. I'm not gonna lie.
Did the
But
player
the
the player
card
didn't
is
also piss me off?
no, I don't
Okay.
think so. The player plays for a team that you don't like too much, but that's another story. In the American League, neither one of us kind of likes the team that the player is playing on currently. You kind of know.
It's
You
the
know
Yankees,
that boy.
isn't it?
No, think George Bush that team.
Okay, that's where I was originally. Okay. Originally I'm okay. I'm trying to think of who the hitter.
So you know who the pitcher was.
Yeah, but who would his hitter teammate in
The
7?
hitter currently plays in the National League for one of my rival teams.
Oh, it's Trey Turner and Scherzer.
No,
Or
you got one of
DeGrom.
them right.
DeGrom.
You got one of them right. You got Scherzer. It is Scherzer. I will tell you, the pitcher is Max Scherzer, and we are looking at the Washington Nationals as the card.
Oh, and it's Soto. No? Wow, the Nationals had a lot of hitters that.
The player currently plays for the Philadelphia Phillies, and it's not Trey Turner.
Scherzer's teammate.
It's probably one of the best hitters around right now. And he plays for the Phillies, and I wanted him to go to the Mets, but that was never going to happen. He's a
Harper. It's
polarizing
Bryce.
player.
Bryce.
Max Scherzer and Bryce Harper dual autograph card. How awesome is that card?
That is pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That was fun. I like that. I like getting you kind of the smoke kind of going and all that.
Yeah.
I will tell our audience,
No, that was a hard one.
full transparency, we are at 108 Central Time, 208 Eastern Time in the morning right now. So give Charlie some grace.
Yeah,
But that was pretty good. No, dude.
I knew it was Scherzer, but the Nationals. Think about how many different stars the Nationals have had over those years.
Yeah, it was my way of also showing off some freaking cool ass baseball cards I own. But yeah, I love, I don't know if
There were a lot of different players that could have qualified for some of those clues. Like Philly and Washington and teammate Trey Turner.
You are not wrong when saying Trey Turner. You are not wrong in saying DeGrom, because of course DeGrom is on the Rangers with Scherzer.
DeGrom, Scherzer, both.
And there was also a Mets. Yeah, so it's but
there were a lot of
Scherzer pissed me off, but I don't think he pissed me off as much as DeGrom. I'm over it now. I still value DeGrom as, I hope that he gets better, and I hope, I don't want to wish anything bad. I like DeGrom is amazing.
They're both so good. It's great to see him. And
good.
Scherzer should be back pretty soon.
Yeah, so good for the Rangers on getting him back. Yeah, I know no skin off of either one of us because they don't play in the same division as our teams, and so whatever.
Hopefully they beat up the teams we need them to beat up on.
Yeah, I'm hoping. And by the way, I know you saw Godzilla +1. I will see that before
Godzilla
next week's
-1.
See, that's why I didn't watch it.
Yep, that Sam last week highly recommended it, and I can see why. It was real. I can't wait for you to see it. It was
so Charlie.
It's definitely a movie to put the phone away and pay attention.
So for our listeners, Charlie literally, as soon as we were done recording last week's podcast, watched it. Like, he told me, "Oh, I just watched." I'm like, "What already?" So I need to watch it. Yeah. We should do so next week, and I'm sending Charlie a bunch of baseball cards on next week's episode. We should do an unboxing of these cards. That would just be
we might need 3 or 4 episodes to do that from the picture you sent.
I'm looking at them right now, and it's like this tower of cards. But yeah, it's gonna be like Christmas for you. It's like, ooh,
you're too kind. You're too kind.
You're too kind. What are you talking about? So yeah, we'll be back next week with another awesome episode. We are postponing my trip to Chicago until August. We're kind of some things came up with the schedule, but we will be seeing each other in August, and I cannot wait for that.
Me
All
too.
right.
I'm looking forward to it.
Me too, buddy. This is Around the Bases, the pop culture and sports podcast with your hosts.
Charlie Seymour.
There I am with the hands. I'm Tim Sternberg, and we will see you next week. Bye, everybody.